So I want to get on here real quick and just have a quick conversation about dating. From my personal perspective as a man and all the data that I've collected from dating women from different ages, right? And also talking to friends of mine that are women from different age groups. And these are some things that I have collected and noticed and realized. First of all, I'm gonna start off by saying I'm 36 years old. So I can date up or I can date down. I'm right in the middle, you feel me? Your mama might want me, and if you grown in college, you might want me too. Shit, your cousin might want me, your auntie might want me. Who knows, you know what I mean? As long as y'all adults. Personally, I try not to go below 25. That's just my preference. So what I've noticed from women who are about 20 to 25, in this social media era in today's world, they are some of the worst women to date. You don't want to date somebody that young, especially if you're looking for something serious. Why? Because a lot of them have been told, girl, live your life, have fun, experience life, don't settle down. So they listen to that. They in school, they in college, they having fun, they partying. They're not taking nobody serious. They're exploring their options, and I'm not even mad at them. But a woman at that age, that's not somebody that you want to take serious, man. You know what I mean? That's not somebody that you want to try to settle down with. Not in today's modern world that we live in. It's just not a wise idea if you're looking for something serious. Now, if you're around that age range and or she is looking for something serious, then you have a long time. There's longevity involved with a woman that's that young. So it can be a good thing. It's very beneficial if you find a woman who is that young, that wants to settle down and actually has a dream of having a family and is looking for a relationship for long term. But oftentimes that's not what you find with a woman in this generation from 20 to 25. Now for me, ever since I've been 18, this age group has always been my sweet spot. And to this day, I love women at this age. From around 24ish, 25 to 30. Oftentimes I've found that women in that age range are starting to get more serious about life. They're starting to get more serious about relationships and family and wanting a future. Granted, some of them still want to travel everywhere and go out and be out all the time, and they ain't trying to settle down too. It's a group of those too. Don't get it twisted, they ain't all ready for that. But by that time, you know, late 20s, it's like they get more serious, you know, and they're ready for like real things, and they've pretty much gotten over partying and had all the experience that they need to know that time is ticking, and they start locking in a lot more at that age range. Now, women all throughout their 30s, this is where it gets complicated. I've never met so many angry, bitter, disgruntled, upset, man-hating women in my life until I came across women in their 30s. They are very angry and upset with reason. I understand why they are upset, because they listen to everybody that told them, go and get all these experiences, girl, don't settle down. You know what I mean? So now they're 30 with a whole bunch of baggage, a whole bunch of experiences that they're not happy about, and now they really hate men, but they still want a relationship. A lot of them have 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 baby daddies with 2 to 3 to 4 and 5 kids, and they are not happy about it. Granted, it was their decision to make, but they still ain't happy about that. Lack of accountability for the choices that they decided to make and where they're at in life. They decided to deal with these type of men that were no good, a lot of F-boys. And so now they feel like all men is like that. They are very angry. And if they are not, then they are very pushy about family and marriage because they know their time is running out. They're a little bit past their prime, and they're not as good looking as they used to be, and they got a lot of mental things going on. And then on the flip side, if they do have kids, a lot of times they don't want any more kids, or they'll be like, oh, I have one more if my husband wants some, while they got 2 and 3 kids already. They have extremely high expectations with a lot of miles. The analogy I always like to use, it's like a used car, man. You're going to get this car with 150,000 miles on it, but they still want premium price for the car. Even though the car needs a new transmission, the battery's dead, it needs the spark plugs changed, the tires ain't been rotated, you know what I mean? It's all types of things, got a crack in the windshield, but they still want off the lot price like it's a brand new whip, even though it's got all these things going on with it. So me personally, I want kids. And I don't want just one kid, especially if I gotta take care of your little bastards. 2 to 3 would be ideal for me. I already have one. And then the women in their 30s that don't got no kids, they still think they the hottest thing out here, like there ain't no other beautiful women out here, like it's not millions of other beautiful black Latina sisters out here, man. Like they act like they the only one. So they complain about men with kids and how they don't want to date men with kids, but they don't even have no kids and their clock is ticking, and they're eliminating so many men by the things that they say. They don't want a man that's under 6 feet tall. They don't want a man that doesn't make $100,000 or more. They don't want a man with kids. They don't want a man who's overweight. Like, girl, you're looking for Jesus. So I typically try to stay away from women in their 30s, man. They are a piece of work. Now, going up on the ladder to women in their 40s, they have a lot of trauma as well. But one thing I've noticed about women in their 40s, they treat me as a young man very well. Like, they know how to treat me, they know how to talk to me. They have a different level of respect from which the younger women below 40 don't have. And I really appreciate that. I always say if I didn't want any more kids, then I would only date women that's 40 and up and already been through certain experiences in life, to where I wouldn't have to so much mold them as much and teach them so many things to get them to understand life and how men operate and different things like that, right? Some women in their 40s still want kids, even though it's most likely not going to happen. But most of the women in their 40s don't want kids no more. They already understand that it's not happening. Their eggs done ran out. You know what I mean? They done already had kids. They done been divorced twice. 2 kids, 2, 3 kids, 2, 3, 4, 5 different baby fathers, whatever the situation may be. So they ain't really looking to start a new family. And then they don't want to be a 60-year-old at graduation. So they don't really want no more kids anyway. They're already done with that chapter in their life, you know. So they're just more so looking for like communication and companionship and love, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a certain type of man who probably doesn't want any kids either and is already done with that in his life and moved on past that in his life. So me personally, I think 40-year-old women should probably date men above 55, 52, you know, around that age. Because those men typically don't want to start over either. You know, sometimes they do, sometimes they're still willing to throw a baby out there, but a lot of times they don't want kids either. Now, women who are in their 50s, oh my goodness, they treat me so good, man. They are so sweet to me and so nice to me, it don't make no damn sense. I'm like, damn, baby, you the nicest thing that I've seen since apple pie, man. Like, you really sweet. Like, why couldn't I found you about 25 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I really be feeling, because they treat me so well. They're so nice to me. They're so kind to me. Like, I appreciate it so much, man. Like, I think it's because they've just been through so much. They know that they're old at this point. You know, it's like they don't got no reason to be angry, bitter, and mad and sad no more. Granted, sometimes they are, but they don't never treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. You know, I really appreciate that. I really like that. You know, I'm like, damn, when I get up there in age and I'm about 65, I want somebody as sweet as you in my life, man. Because, like, they're just so nice to me, man. They're so kind, they're so caring, they're so nurturing. Like, I don't know what it is about women that are in their 50s and above. You know what I mean? I've never dated a woman that much older than me, you know what I'm saying? But I have talked to quite a few and had conversations with them. I see them all the time in the gym, at the grocery store, whatever, and they just always so sweet to me. Elder women are just like, they just love me for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little 10-minute conversation. I know I haven't done these in a while, but I just wanted to, just drop my experiences on you that I've realized. Personally, I try to find a woman about 25 to 28 to 29-ish, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day I'll be able to find her. We could rock out and have a family together, and I'll be the man that you need me to be, you heard? But yeah, man, it's been my 10-minute conversation. I hope everybody has a great day. You know, love your life. God loves you. I love you. Care about you. Want you to be happy and successful. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Most of all, love yourself. Love those around you. Yup.